There we go. And we've got Kathy. Kathy's just jumping in right now. Hi, Kathy. Come on video if you can, and come join us. We are just kicking off, and we're doing some introductions. I just kind of went over the brief agenda, but we're going to jump in, and we're going to do some Q&A. Hi there. Good to see you. Looks like you're in a server room or something.
I'm actually in my PE office.
Oh, PE office. Got
I
it.
teach
That's
Nice.
PE, and
I
I'm
see
in
someone in the window.
my little cave. Yes,
Yeah. Oh,
but
that's
I'm
awesome. Well,
happy to
great
be
to have
here.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got more people popping in, but let's go ahead. And who is starting off, Ash or Jeff? I forgot who I said.
Yeah.
I was first.
Get it going,
So
buddy.
yeah, so my tallow journey kind of started with kind of being more interested in like the biohacking space and just in eating cleaner food. And so I started to not eat foods with like seed oils and things like that, and then started to look at tallow and like coconut oil and olive oil as my main sources for like healthy fats. And then I came across tallow for the skin on Amazon and tried that and was using that. Probably started about a year and a half ago now. And I've been in the cosmetic space with the company that I started in 2005 called The Common Sense. And so I've been in the cosmetic space for a while, and I was starting to look at, okay, like I've got, this stuff that I'm getting off Amazon, and was gonna start producing tallow myself. And then Aaron James and I got together for lunch last summer, and he was starting to tell me a little bit about what he was starting to do with ash. And as soon as he said tallow for skin, I just like, hey, bro, time out, hold on. Don't say anything more because I don't want you to feel like I'm stealing this idea or anything from you. But like I've been looking at going into this space and starting to do this myself. So we went to his place and then checked out the products that Ash had created and, and expressed interest in doing this project together. And so here we are.
Yeah, that's right. That was a great meeting. It was a beautiful coming together of two. We've known each other for a little while, and we had respected each other as entrepreneurs and as friends. But all of a sudden that day, laying next to each other, getting some sun, someone just bonded at a deeper level. Two men sweaty talking about tallow. That's where that joined together, and it's been an amazing partnership ever since. And then Ash, do you want to kind of tell the beginning of our story, and then that will connect everything?
Yeah.
Introduce
So,
you.
um, I started my journey with tallow about 2 years ago. I've struggled with cystic acne for a really long time. I've struggled with my skin since I was about 18, but it got progressively worse in my 20s. And I went through cancer twice, which was really hard on my body, really hard on my gut, really hard on my entire being. And my skin, because of like losing weight, having leaky gut, having taking these treatments, I had inflammation all over my face, large cysts. I went on Epuris Accutane, which I'm sure you all have heard of Accutane before, but it was really hard on me mentally and physically. And so I was looking at everything. Like I would study usually late at night for some reason. I would go online and look up what will help my skin, what will help me internally, what will help with the inflammation in my body. I got to the point where my face was cracking and bleeding. And at that time, I was working at the university doing public speaking. So it was just a nightmare all around. I was public speaking on intrinsic motivation to 19-year-olds. And up at the front, talking, I was trying to avoid smiling because if I smiled, my lip would bleed. And so it just kind of got to this point where it felt like I didn't want to be seen. I didn't want to be on camera. My shame, my insecurity was at an all-time high. And I was seeing dermatologists. I was trying to heal. I was trying to do so much. And I came across tallow. I came across something that was ancestral, something that was really simple, as opposed to all the synthetic things like the serums and the the more like the 5-step routine that my dermatologist was giving me that usually I couldn't afford. So I found something simple and I was like, okay, well, at first I didn't think I thought it was too complicated to make it myself. I didn't realize, you know, I could get grass-fed and finished suet and render it. So I started looking at tallow companies online, and the first thing I found was that they added other oils. So it was really hard to find tallow that was just tallow. That's all I wanted on my skin. I didn't want olive oil. I didn't want even jojoba oil at that time. I wanted nothing else but tallow. So I found a local farmer who was selling the suet in the Kootenays. I live in the Kootenays, so there's lots of really great organic farmers in the area, and I bought a bunch of grass-fed and finished suet and started rendering it myself. And then I had whipped tallow and I was using it on my face. And I was right away seeing a difference in my cysts, in my breakouts. I started using it in my cooking. I just became a tallow advocate. I was just telling everyone about tallow and on Marketplace, selling tallow. And it accumulated, it started to form into this passion. And I named it Audhumla at the time because the reason for it being Audhumla was I just got back from a trip with that Aaron had facilitated. It was called the Viking Initiation. In Norway, we were in the fjords in my dream. It didn't even feel real. It felt like I was dreaming the whole time, surrounded by people in this Viking village called Gudvangen. And I started to really connect with Fehu, the first rune in the Elder Futhark. And Fehu is part of Audhumla. So Audhumla is the cow in Norse mythology. She is the nourisher, the ultimate nourisher. And from her milk, she nourished the giants in the creation myth. So it was just this kind of epiphany. It felt like what my skin and what my body was craving the most was nourishment, but it needed something very simple. And I wanted it to help what my skin already was trying to do because I knew my body wanted to heal itself. I just wanted a little bit of all natural help. So, yeah, that was kind of how it began was this connection to my ancestry, connection to the runes, ritual, and then regaining my confidence in my body's ability to heal itself. And it's been a journey. My sister had eczema really badly, and her son also had really bad eczema, and tallow was something that completely changed it for them too, and was able to heal her and heal him. And everyone I give it to, I'm just like, just try it, just like please just put it on your face. And there is a positive response. There's a lot of really great feedback. It's not just a trend. Tallow is something that is packed full of vitamins and minerals. Um, the fatty acids that are in like the profile of tallow is very similar to our skin's sebum. So the waxy oils that our skin's sebaceous glands produces. Um, yeah, I feel like I talk about tallow 90% of the time. And I'm really excited to have amazing partners in this. They've changed everything, like from me just doing it in my kitchen, not the best at marketing, not the best at like getting this out there at a much larger scale, other than just like me doing markets in the Kootenays. This has been transformative. So I'm really excited to have you on board, to have a team and a community. And um, I still have a lot of resistance to social media. Like there's this part of me, I think it's because I am getting older too. I'm just like, what? We got to post every single day. Like, what is this? But I think we can make quality, intentional, integral, honest material that's really going to reach people in a different place, like more at the heart and the root of things. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I love seeing this together, and I'll kind of be the glue here that fits it all together. Like so. Ash and I met at my event. I had slid into her DMs and hired her to help me out with some of the rune stuff, and she's the one that's done my Viking tattoos and the only ink that's ever touched my body. But we started to fall in love. We started to fall in love with each other and what we do and our love for Viking ancestral wisdom and how do we bring that and change lives. Well, then she started telling me about the tallow. I started using the tallow. I started falling in love, and several of other friends that went to our Viking event started to love it. I started noticing like she was going to markets and had these beautiful setups, these beautiful like furs and skulls and all the other artistic stuff. And you haven't checked out her other at Essence of Ash Instagram. She's incredibly talented in so many different ways. So I saw this amazing, talented goddess with an incredible product selling out of the markets, doing it all herself. And so it was just like my entrepreneurial mind said, well, I really want to be in a product company. I've got some transitions in my life, things I want to get involved in, and it fits my whole core values and my purpose in life and what I'm doing. And so then we started to work together, and that's where then I branched in Jeffrey, who is operations, logistics, had a warehouse already down south in Spanish Fork, the team, like all of these things that ever since we've been working together, the universe, the runes, the gods, the Viking energy has been with this project since the beginning. And it's an incredible product. I know we can sleep at night knowing we have done everything we can to make sure these are incredible, trustworthy products. I feel that in my core. And I think that's coming now because we're starting to get daily like videos from people of like, oh my God, this is actually working for me. So that's how we came together as the team Audhumla. And I wanted everybody to know that because right now there's a trend in tallow. There's a lot of tallow companies popping up. Now, many of those, as I've checked them out and done the research, many of those are the fly by night, like they see it, they're good at marketing. They've probably got several other brands. They jump in there. They want to get on the trend. This is why we wanted to tell the story behind Audhumla. There's something deeper here. We're not just here to start the company and go sell it and be done. We're building a lifestyle brand here. We want to create other products that are needed, that are healthy, that are exciting, that actually work and are actually toxic free and healing our bodies at all times. So that's why I think it was important to tell the story. And that's how we all came together. So that's that part. Thank you so much, Ashley and Ash and Jeff. So what we want to get into next before we kind of meet everybody else in the ambassador circle. Now, as this gets bigger and bigger, it's going to be harder to get to know everybody, but I do want to do some content with all the like lives and interviews with all of our ambassadors so that we can get to know everybody and tell that story because everyone has a story of vulnerability, of skin, of internal change. And so I want to tell that as well. But right now, Ash, I wanted to get into first, like why our tallow is different, the importance of grass-fed and finished. Before I get into like the partnership stuff and all that, I really want to go around and then open up a little bit for questions on anything specific that y'all have questions on about tallow. So why tallow? Why grass-fed and finished? Let's start there. And then like the reverence behind our products, Ash, the quality of the products and all that stuff. That's what I want to start jumping into there first.
Okay. So tallow is rendered fat from around the kidneys of the cow. And it's important for it to be grass-fed and finished because that means that the cow has eaten grass its entire life. That means there's a lot less fat around the kidneys of the cow. So it takes more to render to like if it's grass-fed, that cow has eaten grain, but not grass-fed and finished. So that part is really important. Okay, I'm rambling a bit. Sorry,
You got this.
it's the
You got this.
nerves. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're good at it.
Everybody loves you, Ash. You're doing great.
I'm just gonna be awkward. But anyways,
Can I say
so
something?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one of the things that with the grass-fed and grass-finished and why it's so important, it's also really important in the meat that you're eating. Because one of the things that I learned is that when they're feeding cows the grains, corn, and stuff like that, the cows get E. coli. And so that's the reason that they have to give the cows antibiotics. So it's keeping them alive. And the same with the hormones. And so when you're eating or using tallow that is grain-fed, you're quite literally using the product of a sick animal that would be dead otherwise. And so that's, just one of the really important things with the grass-fed and grass-finished is that you're putting something on your body that is healthy.
clean. Yeah. As morbid as that was, that's a great point, Jeffrey. Thank you.
It's very well
Very
because
valid
there
point.
are so many skincare products have synthetic ingredients or ingredients that can affect the endocrine system. And if you are using grass-fed, just grass-fed tallow, and that cow has had antibiotics and there's a lot more fat on that cow, so they can render more tallow. And that's why a lot of skincare companies are using grass-fed because it's not so expensive to get quality grass-fed and finished, right? So we're using only the highest quality fat, the most nourishing, the most beneficial, and the cleanest product that we can. And it mirrors the skin sebum. So it's very similar to what our skin is already producing. And it's helping heal as opposed to strip away or add another layer of something synthetic that isn't necessarily um, healing. So I was using a lot of stripping skincare, so acids and stripping ingredients that were get my pH balance of my face was completely interrupted by the skincare product, and I was told that that was normal. But I think selling one product that's going to work, a lot of skincare companies don't want something that's truly going to work because you're
Right.
going to not need it eventually. So
Yep.
I think the integrity, purity and integrity is so important in Audhumla. And using one jar of tallow to, cleanse your face, to repair your barrier, to nourish your skin through all seasons.
And that can
And then
even
having
replace 3 to 5 other products,
yeah,
which cost
exactly.
$78 each in some
hmm
cases. Yeah.
And the sun cream. So I'm really excited about a sun cream that isn't absorbing into our bodies. So a mineral sun cream that smells amazing, is nourishing your skin, protecting from the sun, and there's no white cast. Like these are things that I want to feel like Erin said, I want to sleep well at night knowing that the products that we're selling are helping people heal and that they feel so good about them that they're going to use them on their children and give them to friends and family.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. That's really helpful. And I want to add some other statistics in here that I gathered because what are we fighting against? Who's the enemy? The enemy here, the antagonist here are the marketing out there that's just the BS marketing, the people just pushing to get transactions, people trying to sell the lowest quality stuff at the highest price. And we're also against the skincare industry, which is failing us. As eczema has risen 40% in 20 years. The adult acne is at an all-time high. 1 in 3 people have chronic skin irritation. 81% of women say they're unhappy with their skin. 65% of ingredients on the shelves have never been tested for long-term safety. Wow, right? Tallow has been around for thousands of years. This is all natural. It's ancestral. We're going back to the primal ways. So what's happening? The industry is built on repeat customers, right? Not healed skin. Most of the lotions out there are 70% water. They evaporate within minutes. They require chemical preservatives. They damage the skin barrier over time. Synthetic fragrances hide up to 4,000 chemicals. Plant oils oxidize. They turn rancid on the skin. And anti-aging products contain harsh acids that inflame, don't repair. So this is the stuff that's so widely accepted. I mean, I remember my mom having Lubriderm or all these different lotions for years. The same bottle would be sitting there and be used over time. That can't be good. Right? It's just part of our routine. So part of this is going to be breaking the subconscious patterns and the programming that's out there and fighting the good fight so that we can really educate people on why this is important. So just wanted to add that stuff in there. Now I want to take a real quick, Vanessa, Anna, Kat, Kathy, do you have any questions, any comments about what we talked about Tallow, or even about our story before we move into the other part?
Yes, I'm home now. So
Nice.
apologies. Okay. I do actually. And thank you. Everybody that was also good information. I liked hearing about the endocrine system just because that kind of ties in with my massage world. And I feel like I'm still trying to figure it out for myself. I had a little bottle that I've been using, but I ran out. I have psoriasis. I have family members with eczema. And so one of my things were my daughter, actually, I was just in the car with her and she goes, "Is it one of those?" She's 16. So she's like, "Is it one of those that make you break out and then it gets better?" So I thought that was actually really good because she is a typical teenager with acne and she's at that stage. So I am curious what you recommend. I told her that I think we would want to start you with the naked version, and also with my cousin who is giving it to her 4-year-old for eczema. So just directing me, I guess, in that space for how do you recommend it?
Yeah, great question, Ash. I'll let you kick it off.
Yes. So a lot of people have that worry about when you start using a new product, are you going to start breaking out for the first little
Yeah.
while because your skin is adapting to something completely new? And so I was really cautious when I first started using tallow because that's what I expected. And my acne was deemed severe. So it was multiple types of acne on my face. It wasn't just the cysts. I also had blackheads, whiteheads, normal, larger, more infected whiteheads. So my whole face was covered in a lot. A lot was going on.
Poor
I had
thing. That's
yeah,
hard.
it was, but like Erin was saying, there was a lot of levels to what was going on. And I was able to start using tallow with a gentle cleanser. So there was a cleanser that I found, CeraVe. CeraVe was something that the dermatologist had recommended that was very gentle for my skin, so not stripping. So making sure that my cleanser wasn't stripping away my skin, because even if you're using tallow and your cleanser is then doing the opposite, right? Then it's
Mhm.
constantly kind of trying to catch up to what
Gotcha.
we're doing to ourselves. So having
Right.
a really gentle cleanser is super important. And then I would only use naked tallow on my face. So when I first started Audhumla, the only thing I wanted to make was, before I started experimenting with essential oils or jojoba oil, anything else, I just wanted to just put tallow on. And that's what really was a game changer for my skin. Um, and the whole reason that the tallow company was created was I couldn't find a tallow company that was just selling just tallow. They, even the ones they said were pure tallow, had a small amount of olive oil or,
Mhm.
even the jojoba oil, because it was expensive for them to just sell tallow. So I noticed within the first week, inflammation. The first thing that was changing was the inflammation in my cysts, and then my whiteheads were gone in a week and a half. And then my blackheads around on my forehead and between my, like, right here. And I had a lot under my nose. All of that was gone within 2 weeks.
Wow. That's
So
cool.
I had no expectations. I remember when I started, I was like, this could go really bad. Like this could, but at that point, I had something going for me. I was like, I have nothing to lose. I've tried things, like, why not? And that's why I believed in it so much that I wanted to start. And acne is really the thing that I talk about the most at the markets. A lot of teenagers, a lot of parents coming up wanting to know about, like, should I try this on my kid? I'm a little nervous because I'm literally putting fat, which in their mind is they're going to put grease on their children's face. Like,
Yeah.
but I think understanding the science behind it does help.
Right.
Yeah,
And the simplicity of the products
so simple.
and like
Yeah.
Jeffrey was talking about, it is, I think it is, I have found in psoriasis of most of that is leaked, is from my leaky gut, is from IBS. My psoriasis is inflammation inside that's coming on the outside. And little changes, little things make a huge difference, but clean products. And isn't there a ton of, I'm not familiar exactly, but is there a ton of amino acids in tallow as well?
There are
Like
amino
the,
acids in it,
yeah.
but The main thing is that the vitamins that are naturally in it, the vitamins A, D, E, and K, they're already in the fat. And then there's omegas 3 and omega 6.
Okay. Those are the ones that I'm
Yeah.
always trying to get more of, especially the threes. So
Mm-hmm.
that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in the end, it's just keep trying it. I mean, it definitely feels good on my psoriasis. But the other part for me on the psoriasis and eczema is what is the other kind, Erin, that I tried of yours that's more uh, thicker? It's not the whipped,
The balm.
it's the other one,
Yeah.
the balm.
The
Yeah,
balm.
I
It's like,
feel
it was
like,
in like this one.
yes,
Yeah. So these are the
I feel
balms.
like that's the one I would need. And I'm curious, depending on my niece's eczema, if that would be a better one recommended for really thick, like my psoriasis. My
Mine has,
psoriasis is usually on my elbows. So it tends to be thick, like you would put on your heels.
mm-hmm.
And that
Yeah.
comes in naked as well, the balm.
No, the balm does not come in a naked.
Okay.
No, we've generally kept it as that. That's what the consistent use of that is the recommended starting with that. And you've got that one, right? You're doing that one. I think
Which
Ashley
one?
was saying like put it
The
on for the
naked?
week or 2 weeks consistently with that. Then you can switch over to, as you see it going down, we can even switch over to, I think I showed you the Manuka honey, that medical grade
Right.
Manuka honey that is so clean and so healthy for healing. So that could be
Right.
what we're going to be creating, these kind of packages and these landing pages and pages on the website that are going to show, hey, for sensitive skin, for these things, this is the order, this is the process. Our web pages are getting better. We really want to guide people in what to do and how to do it very specifically.
Cool.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah, one of the things that I would also recommend on the skin front. So, I grew up with really bad acne. I've been on Accutane twice, which is just horrendous. I was on antibiotics for a really long time in high school, which is not healthy.
Mm-mm.
Like my recommendation to anyone, even before like doing tallow, is like is the nutrition standpoint. So like cutting out sugar. If
Yep.
I have too much sugar,
Gluten.
I break out. Yeah, cutting out
Yeah.
gluten because that's also going to be inflammatory to the system. If you're having
Dairy.
dairy, making sure that it's grass-fed, grass-finished dairy as well. And so, yeah, cutting out the grains, cutting out the grain-fed dairy and sugar, like can make a huge impact on psoriasis, eczema,
Yeah.
acne as well. And then the tallow is amazing at being able to provide the body the skin, the extra nutrients, with the DA, KE, and the amino acids. And
Yeah.
like Ash said, it's the closest thing to your natural sebum.
Right. I like that.
Great,
I
great
mean, and you
question.
have a
Thanks,
lot of
Vanessa.
Yeah.
lymph nodes in that area.
Yes.
So it absorbs a lot better.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Great questions. Thank you for that. Anybody else? Kat, you came back on as well? Did you or Kathy have any, or Anna?
Uh, Not right now. I'm just here to listen and observe, and I'm sure a question will pop up. I am using the Manuka honey one. My skin rejects chemicals, and so I've been really having a hard time with other oils and chemical products, even makeup. I've had to change, my makeup routines and everything. So but the Manuka honey has always been a safe ingredient for me. So been using it and already seeing results. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, your before and afters were powerful. So thank you for that. That was so, and I want to also acknowledge that's not easy to do, right? To put yourself out there publicly, to show the before and after, very, very strong. You are a goddess. I know you, and I appreciate you. And this is part of what we want to celebrate. We want to celebrate the emotions that come up with all this. And I'm going to share a little bit about little later on, but I really want to acknowledge you and send you love for that and thank you, because not only does it make it a great story, yes, for marketing, for conversion and all that, but it's also like it shows we want to make a safe place for when you're posting and doing and tagging Audhumla that we got thousands and thousands of customers that are sharing theirs as well, that it's okay to celebrate. You're not perfect. We got red spots on our faces, things happen, and it's okay to be vulnerable, because that's going to also help. Usually, because as a hypnotherapist, right, as a breathwork facilitator, 50% of the freedom that can come from this is just simply speaking it out loud and sharing it. So thank you again for doing that. You did a great job.
Thank you. Thank you, Erin.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I loved your video so much. It was it like I also at the markets in talking to people, there have been times because I still have scarring. I don't have any active cysts, but I have a lot of scarring from the severe acne that I have. And I think it's actually drawn people in because it's normal to have texture on your skin. And I talk about this all the time. Like we can't, what we see online is airbrushed perfection, and that's not real. So when I'm at the
Filters.
market, I purposely in the summer, I wasn't wearing makeup because I was like, I don't have any acne anymore, but I do have scars and it's okay. We need to learn to love our skin and nourish it. And um, the tallow isn't going to get rid of pocking. Like that's not realistic. And those are my battle scars. So I also kind of love it. I think it makes me look extra badass.
Yeah, it does.
Like,
yeah,
Loving all parts of us, loving the shadow,
build me.
loving the parts that
yeah.
don't feel so great. That's beautifully said.
And
Yeah.
Jeffrey's son Landon said that acne scars are actually really supposed to be attractive now in people. Like for the young people, they're just like, look at that. Like acne scars are attractive.
Super hot. Nice. Landon's keeping us like, Landon's what how old is Landon? Jeffrey?
He's like,
14.
14. He's
yeah,
keeping us
he's
cool.
hip.
He's
Yeah.
keeping us hip. Like he's really making sure he's our teenage guide.
6,
Yeah.
7.
Yeah. Yeah, Kathy, you have anything to say? To add in
Well,
or ask?
first of all, I teach junior high, so I've seen this a little too much. But my dear friend Jessica, just introduced me to this product and was like, "You need to get on this. You need to find out about this." And so I literally just learned about this week. And
Which Jessica?
Jessica Steele,
Oh, Jessica Steele. Cool.
yeah,
She was just texting me here. Nice. Awesome.
yeah, she's my bestie.
Nice.
But but I like if I back up a little bit, yeah, I had this severe acne as a teenager and all through adulthood and pregnancies and all that kind of stuff. And so acne's been like the curse of my family, right? And my children too. And so, but now I'm real super excited because now I'm a older woman and grandmother, and I'm excited to try something on my skin that is gonna maybe really truly make a difference, because it's been a rough, I don't know, like I have a love-hate relationship with my skin. So I'm excited to completely love it 100%. So I'm excited about this. So
Beautiful.
I'm mostly here to learn and meet you guys and find out what my friend Jessica said. Get in this. I'm like, okay. When Jesse
Amazing.
do something, I do it. So
Okay, yeah, she's incredible. Kathy, I'm so happy you're here. That's so great. I know we just approved you yesterday when you
yes,
came in, so I was wondering. Great.
thank
Thank
you.
you so
I
much.
appreciate. I'm glad this worked out. That I was in, school just got out and I was able to hop on. So
Oh, beautiful.
it worked out
Okay,
great.
good. Awesome. And Anna, I know you had come off mute. Did you want to ask something? I just want to make sure I didn't miss you or skip over.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, what skin types or conditions do you see the strongest results so far with the tallow?
So the feedback I've gotten since I started was around all forms of acne, but cystic acne, like I said, is an inside. Like often there isn't actually anything even in the cyst that can be expressed. So that's more of an internal healing, but it helps with the inflammation of the cysts. And then things like blackheads, whiteheads, rashes. So staph infection, I've had quite a few people that have had rashes under their nose, really inflamed, and where cortisol is usually prescribed. And they tried the tallow and they were finding healing from the tallow as opposed to their cortisol creams. And then my sister has extreme, I always say it wrong. I say eczema, but it's eczema. But eczema. And So my sister was my guinea pig for that because she would get irritated from products all the time and she wasn't able to put anything on her face. And the naked tallow is what helped soothe what was coming up on her face. Um,
So
Psoriasis,
did she stop using everything else?
she
Is
stopped
that what you
using
recommend,
everything
right? Like
else.
stop using the other stuff so you can remove
Yeah.
the things that could
So
be causing
she
it.
was using a lot of the thinning, like the skin thinning creams that were prescribed from her doctor. And so she was needing to stay out of the sun. She was getting the long-term effects of using some of those creams is it's detrimental to the skin barrier, but it would provide temporary relief of some of her symptoms, and then they'd come back. So it was almost a cycle that she was going through. What she was finding with the tallow, with just the naked tallow, she couldn't actually use frankincense, sandalwood, or even the amber manuka honey. She could only use the naked on her skin. Just because the essential oils, they have benefits for like frankincense is really great for mature skin and for scarring, any kind of
But
dark
it
spots.
smells so good.
It smells
Smells so
good.
good.
And some people don't like talking about scent too. For me, I love the earthy scent of the tallow. But the thing that I would come up against from the time I started was people are like, oh, I don't really like the smell of like just the naked tallow. And it is improved drastically, I'll tell you, from when I first started making it, because the quality of the tallow that we have at the warehouse is it's incredible.
Yeah.
But when I first started, I was still learning. I was putting beefy stuff. I didn't even care. I was like, I will smell like a hamburger if
This is
it
one of the
works.
results. Yeah.
And like that's, but some people even now they smell naked. Their nose picks up on the fact that it is an earthy product. But I believe we're so used to synthetic fragrances that even if we smell even the hint of something natural, we're just like, oh, I don't know. But I think that's all it's all real. It's all something that your body can actually use. So that's what the conversation I get in with people at the markets is I'm like, your nose has been trained and we only want to smell like the beach, but this is all natural. This is earthy. This is
Yeah.
grounding. This is ritualistic.
Yeah. Well said. And does that answer your question?
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Also, I
Awesome.
remember, AJ, you were saying something about adding a meditation to the product.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to I'll talk about that in the next section, but it's actually a perfect segue to that. And I want to watch the time as well. So, I was
Yeah,
talking
but
about
I would
everything.
maybe
Yeah.
before you are adding this, because like this is a call also for the ambassadors, I want to give my feedback on this because I have eczema, right, Ash?
Eczema, whatever. Yeah.
Eczema.
Whatever it
She
is.
said eczema, yes. And I started using tallow and it started helping, but still I could see this rush and I was feeling really uncomfortable. And then I also did the breath work with really helped eczema, I think, like together to go away. And I think this would be something really great for your brand and to stand out. Not just offering something from the inside, like from the outside, like the product, but also, and Ash, like you are coming with this rituals, and I think this is so important. And yeah, I would love to definitely know more about this because this would make your product so different and special.
Yeah. No, thank you. Thank you for that's perfect transition. Like what we want to bring to this is not only to stand out from a marketplace perspective, like how do we make our product better and stand out from all the noise, but also like how do we holistically truly get to transformation and full healing. So the external product is a fantastic product. We can sleep at night knowing that that's wonderful and that's going to work. Then as we look inwards, right? What's going on underneath the skin? What's going on underneath the body? Everything is our body. If you've read the book, The Body Keeps Score, our bodies are holding on to energy and emotions, stuck emotions and such. And that creates dis-ease and discomfort on our skin, and it comes out in certain ways. Certain areas of your face, by the way, too, it can tell me as a hypnotherapist where to target. So what we wanted to do is say, well, what if as a packaged deal, we honor the internal healing as well as the external as a company holistically with Audhumla. So doing things like having these audio recordings that are beautifully put together with music, with breath work, guidance, as well as hypnotherapy, let's just call them meditations, where we tie it into a ritual. So everyone has a ritual at nighttime, whether it's consistent or not. You're kind of doing something. Mostly women do, like getting off the makeup, putting on the whatever, and then going to bed. So we're going to say, well, let's be intentional about the rituals we're building in and get people to buy into that and maybe even make it a challenge to do together. Here's a consistent ritual we want people to do, but including for free or in the packages, these downloads, the audios that come on your phone that you can easily play on your headset at nighttime. Here's the consistency. I would be guiding these, but this would set us apart. Nobody's doing that. So we want to make this so cool that we're doing a holistic view and a holistic product for people. Not just handling the external. So that's what Anna's talking about, is how do we add in these extra benefits and guide people to true healing. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be launching that stuff as we get closer to that, and introducing it as soon as we can and start testing it with our current clients. So thank you, Anna. Let's see. Okay, next was honoring some time. I just want to go over really quickly the actual ambassador program. So everybody here, I think, has seen the emails. It's called Up Promote. It's an email from Audhumla Ambassador Program. Kathy, I think you should have gotten as well. Anna, Kat, you've already been doing that really well. And Vanessa, I think you've been in there. But I'm just going to share my screen real quick. And you should be seeing my screen that says, can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the dashboard. This is where you're going to be able to track your commissions, the program details, what we're doing. Everybody gets 33% commission, percentage of the first time commission. So when you bring in a sale, no matter how big it is, you're getting 33%. So this is no deal we're going to do as a company, marketing wise, even for Valentine's Day coming up here, right? We're not going to be ever going above that. We want to make sure our ambassadors are the ones that are pushing this and have that extra percentage to say, hey, use my link and you're going to get the best deal possible. Then after that, lifetime commissions, 15% on all the commissions that come in. So that's you doing the sales for yourself. On top of that, we have the ability to, and down here, well, so I'll go in order here. Your default affiliate link is right here. You can copy this and put it anywhere. Custom link is you can change the back part of this, like whatever you want to make it. And then you can create these get product links. So specific products, if you want to drive it to, hey, my favorite is frankincense, I want to send everybody to this. You can create a product link there. And then get link with source. This is going to be like a little custom where you can include, if you're going to send out emails, you can get specific for tracking and analytics. And that's going to be a deeper training that I can go in on. But you don't have to do that. And then you can also do a coupon code. So easy ways to share. Kat has a great example in Instagram recently where she did both. She had a link and she also has her own coupon code. Now that's for your own work. And then we also, on another level, we have a wholesale program. So this is where if you want to buy more bulk and have inventory on hand, for example, Kat, I'll use it for example again. If you have a retreat you're hosting, or Vanessa, you're getting something together, or Anna, you have a group of entrepreneurs getting together, having the inventory there on site can also get bigger discounts and you can make more money in our wholesale program. And I'll have all of this information sent to everybody so they have the option. And you can do both. We actually recommend both depending on how you want to build this business. Now, the other cool part here is this network link. So over here, right where my mouse is, you use this. So if you're going to sign up a friend, you want a friend, hey, you should be an ambassador. Or like we have, Alita couldn't be on this call today, but she's introducing us to a company that has a chain of tanning salons she wants to help us get into. That goes, then you get a percentage of all the sales that you help bring people in. So that way you build your network and you're able to sell the products. And so that's where you would use this. This is a very simple program. Then you can view your network here for whoever signs up underneath you, your marketing tools that we're going to be posting more and more of the content that we know works. So we're going to start loading this up for good ideas and things you can just swipe and start using. And then payment is how you get your payment and your commissions. And then, of course, it's just a very simple dashboard of all the things that are coming through for you. So that's what you want to use to run the business, to get paid. And, of course, help at audhumla.com. We're always here. I'm always here to help with anybody, any questions you have. we're all here to support. So any questions on that, you can handle that via email. But Ash and Jeffrey, anything to add to that before I move on?
Yeah, I would just add that. So so I think Kathy, you said someone else had signed you up. Is it Jessica Steele?
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
just told me about it. Yeah. She didn't sign me
Oh,
up. She just told me about it.
cool. So anybody that you refer to that then decides that they want to become an ambassador, you will get 5% of all the sales that they generate as well.
Okay. I was going to ask that very question. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. I
So,
missed that. Appreciate that. Yeah.
so
So
basically,
this
like,
is, go ahead, bud. Go ahead.
so basically, the rundown goes: the first order that of a new customer that you bring in, you get 33% of that sale. You're also able to offer them a 33% off discount for their first order, and then for every sale that they purchase after that, you get 15%, and then the 5% from any ambassadors that you bring in. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think we're getting head nods. Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Actually, I have a quick question. So
Yeah.
it's 33% commission on the first order I bring in or for that customer's first order? So if I have multiple customers, their first orders, I'm making 33 on all of
Yeah.
them or
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
'All
33%
new customers you bring in.
all new customers.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah. And so
Yeah, and
that's why
then
when we're talking about this, we have Valentine's Day coming up. We have a bulk. So we're going to have our website ready on Monday for the Valentine's Day sale and all that. And we want to push a bulk, which is about $129 bulk, a package, right? For Valentine's Day. The higher or average order value, you're going to get bigger. So we want to go big on the first one as much as possible, but also we're pushing subscriptions. So we want to look at passive income. How do we help you create money that you can depend on coming in all the time? Lifetime commissions, pushing subscriptions. Our page is designed to help convert that. And so we're going to be doing our best to help make sure everything is converting at the highest level we can when you're sending us traffic so that you can be earning those commissions for a while. So that this can pick up pretty nicely once we get those average order values up. And go for those bigger bulks. And we're going to help you do that as well. Say, hey, here's our big program for the week or for the month. Let's say we've got Valentine's Day around the corner. Got 14 days here to be pushing people towards this sale. And we're going to do everything we can to get different ideas. And somebody comes up with a great idea. He's like, hey, everybody, I got some great traction on this one. We can bring that over and say, hey, here's an example of how to do this one that worked really well. So we're very open to collaboration. This is not just our show. This is like, let's build this as a family, as a group unit to make sure all boats rise with the tide. And new product updates, things we're going to be rolling out. Our ambassadors are going to be the first ones to know about it. We're going to launch this in this community here first and foremost, as well as doing challenges, which are really fun to do. Anna's been an inspiration on that on the marketing front. She's an incredible entrepreneur and businesswoman and loves her challenges. And whether it's physical, mental or posting. Right now we're in me, Ash, her, and our good friend Ia are in a 30-day posting challenge. So it's fun to do that. And we're going to have a scoreboard and we'll see who's bringing in the most clicks and all that. So, and then when we want to do prizes, we really want to incentivize everybody for doing some really cool stuff and getting together often to honor this impact we're making on the world and to be able to create some really great income here.
I have a question. How do you support the ambassadors regarding like the content ideas, what they have to post? Do you have anything planned for this, or everybody just has like a free flow, or what are the ideas they have?
Yeah. Yes. And in that software, there's that portion there where it says marketing tools. So we're going to be posting everything under the marketing tools. So it's like social, email, in person, like as we're continually getting media. And now I'm a little bit behind on this, but we're going to start segmenting and uploading it for everybody to start using. So we have new videos coming that once we have some advertising stuff behind them, hey, these are working really good. We want to share that with people. One as, hey, you can use this. Here's the swipe copy for headlines, for content in there, but also to model it. Say, if you want to do something on your own like this, do your user-generated content, here's an example. So that's a great point, and is just we want to empower you to be able to make it super easy for you to have pull from a lot of different ideas. And this is going to take some curation and build over time. And we're still figuring things out that are working online and learning from other companies out there that are doing well. But that's what we're going to do. We want to make it as easy as possible.
Yeah. And I think having these calls, like being able to connect as a community, I think that's something we're going to be doing more regularly. And then we have the content library, the document, the PDF that has a lot of just wording and like the values and what to infuse into your videos when you create them, and having some creative freedom there, but just maintaining um, some of the like the ancestral, the rooted, the grounded, earthy, primal, but your own flair.
Yeah. And your own story. Like Kat did a great job on hers. And so I'm going to be sending this to everyone. This is our new Audhumla Tallow Ambassador Training Handbook, the living essence of ancestral skincare. So we're going through and like, again, we're even more in detail. This is a great, easy read. It's well designed to be taken in pretty easy in one read. Kat, I think you got the draft version of this. Now we've got it way better designed and pulled together. And so we're also getting into the educational content, talking points, visual and storytelling guidance, the content library, and then the onboarding resources and brand alignment guide. So we've got a guide post for everyone on what to tag, what the checklist is. Let me scroll down here real quick. Like we're getting down to, here's what sets us apart, like those talking points that you can be integrating in there. So, hopefully this, adds some of what we're talking about is just like a little bit of a guide here, as well as the marketing materials that we'll be able to share. So that'll be sent over to everybody as well after this. Cool. Any other questions about any of that stuff? We're an open book.
Yeah, I do actually. I have quite a few events coming up, and I do a monthly event at a place called Plum House. So I'm really interested in getting just a few products in hand. And so I want to know a little bit more about that, especially with these events that are starting to book on my calendar.
Okay, perfect. So here's I switched the screen share on this. This is our 2026 pricing guidebook for the wholesale. So our new collection here, we've got all the products listed in here. We already have salons, we already have some masseuses, we already have some spas, even Powder Mountain looking at carrying our products as well, like luxury places. So what this is going to show is the product and what the RRP is, the regular retail.
Recommended retail price.
Thank you. Recommended retail price for the 4 ounce and the 2 ounce, and then 1 to 10. So if you buy 10 of them, you're getting at this, and you mark it. That's your gap. That's your profit. 25, 50, and 100. We're just starting with these amounts right now. So look, if you buy 100 of them one time, you're at $13.65. That's a nice markup on these. And then you can go start wherever you want to on different products, whichever ones you want to carry there. So this adds a level to your business for even more profit for the in-person stuff. So it's all here. You're going to get this as well. The massage oil is in there. Everything's in there. Here's your contact, me, and then the story behind it, just a little bit more information so that you're fully empowered to do that. And then when you want to order this, we have a separate site, and you'll get your own login once we add you to the program. It's actually at our website. It looks exactly like our website. You log in differently, and you just go on and order wholesale, and it comes shipped to you. Or if you're local here, I'm happy to drop it off and be the delivery guy and come give you some tallow and a hug. So that's how we will work that. You just go on and order whatever you want to. It goes in the system. The team will package it up, and we'll get it over to you. Does that answer your question, Kat?
Sure does. Thank you.
Beautiful. You're welcome.
Some of the things to consider with the wholesale side of things. Any wholesale orders do not qualify for the ambassador kickbacks with that. And then my recommendation would be to set up have the wholesale side of what, if you're going to be purchasing at wholesale, to put that under a different email address. Because what we have to do on the back end is we have to put you in to the system that way, and you can only see the wholesale products with the way that that interface works. And so, if you're going to be doing ambassador and then the wholesale, you're just going to want to have two separate accounts for that.
Hey, thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah. And I'm gonna send out one nice big email that summarizes all this, put it all in one place. That way, when you type Audhumla in your email, it's stored there, and then eventually we'll have like a place to keep all of this stuff, or like a Google Doc or something. But for now, we're just keeping things very, very simple, so you have all the information you need. And I'll be here to walk everyone through, make sure you got everything, you're trained on how to use it, and then to get you some of the products so you have it on site for these events. Yeah, but great question, Jeffrey. Thank you for adding that in. So we covered that part. We covered wholesale. We covered the PDF training book. We covered the access in there. And really, real quick, guys, ladies, I wanted to just give you each a chance to kind of get to know each other. Could you do, we got your full name here, but like what you do, why you're here, like why you're really interested in this, and let's just start with those kind of two things, maybe a minute or 2 minutes each as we're wrapping up here so that we can get to know each other at a little deeper level. And I'll go ahead and start with Vanessa. Would you mind going?
Hi. Sorry. Yeah, I started the product with Aaron. He introduced it to me and I enjoyed it. My big thing is actually kind of the massage oil. And I wanted to, he kind of introduced that to me because I am a massage therapist. I also want to remind you, Aaron, a masseuse is a sex worker. Just a reminder for
Valid
all.
correction.
Oh, yes, it's
Body
a good
worker,
one.
I'll say something
It's
different.
used often, especially when we're older, because we heard that as a normal thing and we thought that was the proper way. So yes, I do massage therapy. I also work a lot in the holistic space. I don't know what I'm going to do with it eventually, but I'm really big into just helping people find homeostasis. And with the body work that I've done and the shamanic practice that I've studied and the yoga practice, it all just kind of ties back into finding our Aini, finding our homeostasis in our bodies. And so if I can help by offering, a lot of the big things also on the side is peptides. So I think this is just a product that kind of roots back to even my heritage. I come from a Finnish background. So my grandma was really big into skincare, and in Finland, skincare is more medical. So saunas, cold plunges, all the goodness. So yeah, I've just thought why not give this a try and see if it helps others, why not spread the word? So eventually maybe I'll try to tie it in a little bit. Got to figure out the massage oil somehow because it's such a tiny bottle, but yeah, I mean, all things
We can
to
get you way more
be
than
looked
that.
at.
That was just your test. That was your start.
Yeah, I mean, I also like that it's isn't it also a lubricant for other play as well? So
For
I think
sex
that's
things,
another
yes.
way. Yeah, I think that's another way to I have those weird conversations with clients. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
not all the time, but
it tastes fantastic. So
yeah. Yeah.
You're smiling.
I
That
mean,
Jeffrey was
all
awesome.
things that work really well. So
It
yeah,
tastes
I
really
think
good,
it
doesn't
just
it?
fits in. Yeah, it
Yeah.
fits in with what I'm doing, and I feel like it's a great way to expose people to it.
Wonderful. Yeah. And just getting it warmed up for somebody, like when you're doing the massage and putting it underneath there,
Mhm.
like it's a turn on. It's a very refreshing smell. And we're
It
really,
does
really
have a good
proud of that.
smell.
Yeah.
I do like the grounding smell.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
tangerine's great. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for being a
Yeah.
part of the team and for coming on today.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. How about Kathy? You're the next on my video screen.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm Kathy. My background right now is I'm a teacher, been teaching for like 17 years. I'm also currently working on getting a national certification as a health and wellness coach. So I'm planning on launching a health coaching business in the near future as well. So I'm not sure exactly how that's going to look, but it's coming. So I'm excited about this and how that could fit into some of the dreams I have of what my future is going to look like so I can get out of teaching. I would like to
Beautiful.
leave the teaching profession, but we'll get there. So
That's why we ask. This is part of us. Like, we want to help make those dreams come true, truly. Like, we
yeah,
really care about helping make people, wealth and abundance. The more wealthy I believe people are, the more that they get a chance to bring in their true essence, their impact in the world. And being a coach too, like, I have coaching events where I go do breath work and stuff, and I just happen to bring tallow and stuff with me. And every time I'm out, people are like, wait, this is awesome. Especially after they've done breath work and their lips maybe chapped and all that. It's such a great like refresher. So just taking it with you all the time. And as a coach too, it's like, we're here as coaches, not to just, we're here to help them with one thing, but also what if we can also, be able to mention this in the PS of your emails and stuff. Like, there's just all these great ways to offer create multiple streams of income.
yeah.
So
And I'm
definitely
definitely
dedicated to help you do that.
look
And
into
thank
that.
you
I
for
mean,
your
obviously,
service in school.
and I'm a single, mom, grandma on a teacher salary and recovering from a rough divorce. And so finances is always great. A
Yeah.
little extra income is always a good thing. So
Beautiful. Well, here to support, and also it's going to be really cool in this community to everybody knows what they're doing. We'll have a better way of communicating with everybody, and we can share resources, send people whatever kind of clients. We really intend on building a network of 100 quality ambassadors in here that are a good mix with the value sets and what they're looking to accomplish. So thank you for that. Glad to have you.
glad to be here.
And next I've got Anna.
Hello. Well, I'm Anna, and I am a high ticket coach. I run multiple businesses, and I also get stressed a lot. And something that I really care in my life is taking care of the inner world as much as we take care of our outer world. And I really care about what you guys stand for, and this is beautiful. I used to run like an e-commerce business, and I know that so many times we're doing it only for the money, but you stand for something more than that, and you really care about helping people and healing people. And also because I suffer with eczema, and I really hope to see it being gone. And all the time, if I see that something is working, I advertise it without even being paid because I want everybody to experience this happiness, freedom, whatever that is. Like, I always love to share it with other people. Like, this is naturally inside me. And yeah, that's why I'm excited. I would love to learn about your vision and be a support also for what you're creating because it's beautiful. So yeah, that's on me.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thanks for coming today, and thanks for supporting us. And last but not least, Kat.
Hello, I'm Kat. It's really interesting. I've been in the business world. I was a business consultant in a risk management compliance in the construction industry for almost 20 years and worked in politics as well. The universe orchestrated my exit perfectly in divine timing. And now I am following my path as an energy healer, energy guide. So I do energy work, energy alchemy, guided meditation, sound healing practitioner. I'm a witch. So that's what I do. And I'm just so blessed to follow that path and really tap into my higher self and my sovereignty. And I support natural products and going back to ancestral way of living. And so that's a little bit about me. But I do also do a lot of fun things. I do archery and fire performing, and was an aerialist and a pole dance champion, national champion. So I've done a lot. Rock climbing. So very adventurous, very
Every
adventurous.
time I hear you
life.
talk, I learn about something new. Politics, I didn't know that one. It's fascinating.
Yeah.
We have such a just on this call, the the women, the goddesses that are here, it's incredible how you all are stacking up. And this is so fun to be able to collect these kind of amazing humans. And I just want to state out loud that we are a very witch friendly company. So the more witches, the
That's
better.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. So great
And
to have you.
prior to that, in my early 20s, I was actually in the path of crime. I went to jail and went through this really, really dark path, and then in 2009 I came out of that and changed my life, and now I'm here.
Amazing. The stories, it's all about the story. People love this kind of content. So thank you, Kat. And thank you everyone for showing up and being able to share and just connect. And we're going to continue building this community. I have at least 6 text messages of people like, how's the call going? I'm sorry I missed it. And so we'll get everybody the replay. But for now, I want to thank everybody. I want to honor some time a little bit over, but really I want to reinforce that we're not here to sell things. We're here to share. We're here to connect. We're here to make impact and profit at the same time. So we've gone over how the program works. I just want to share gratitude for the circle, gratitude for everyone showing up. And Ash and Jeffrey, thank you as well for showing up to add in your element and your energy here. We're going to keep building this thing. We're really excited about this year. And then one of the part of the email that's going to be coming out is, hey, let's get ready for Valentine's Day. Let's all do a big push. The first is on Sunday. So the next 14 days is like, how can we drive as much traffic, as much sales right now for all the benefit of everyone. And so we're here to support. Any questions you have, like I wanted to open up real quick, any other last minute questions that you have for us, please come off mute and ask. And if not, we can just say your goodbyes and let you all get on with your Friday. So anybody have anything they want to add or add? It doesn't have to be a question. Or Ash or Jeffrey, anything else you want to say?
I want to add.
Yeah.
I just want to say, I want it to be a community where, if you want to reach out, message, if you have any thoughts, I don't know if email's better or if you're on Instagram, just like feel free we can do little Zooms one-on-one too, if you want to connect. I just want to feel, like there's a lot of communication, comfort, ease, and we're connected. And that community essence, I really love.
I think, can I add something? I think the best thing would be, I don't know your opinion, but to actually create a group chat with everybody inside so everybody can ask questions. I don't know if about marketing or like what is your point of view and so on.
Totally
I think
great
that can be
idea.
really helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
In fact,
that.
with that being said, do we have a preferred platform? Because there's quite a few. WhatsApp is probably one of the most universal. Yeah, would everybody kind of vote? Does everybody have WhatsApp? Can I get a thumbs up, hand up? Anna, yes. Ash, Vanessa, you good?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll start there. We'll start there. I'll create one that we will be able to add everybody in. And on the form, you need to start asking for everybody's phone number. I think I have I have all of yours. So I'll get that started. Anna, thank you. Great way for us to stay way more in connection and share our wins and all that cool stuff. So awesome. Yeah. Ash, anything else?
Just it feels surreal. I'm just really happy that we're all here, and it doesn't even, it's just, I could cry.
I love seeing you so happy. We are here because of you. You have started all this, and like we love you so much. And Jeff and I are so happy to have our masculine energy hold your feminine, so you can just do what you're doing, and it's not all on your plate anymore.
It's great. Yeah, very happy. Thank
Jeffrey,
you.
Anything else, bud, to add?
Just that I love how I have the most amazing partners and beautiful group of people to make the world a better place, to educate people on skin and nutrition and help everyone become their highest and best self. So that's an honor.
Great way to close it out, brother. Thank you for your partnership as well. Everyone, thank you so much. Thank you for staying on longer. And enjoy your weekend. We'll be connecting. I'll be sending out an email on Monday for everybody. So I'll be working hard at getting all that together. So thank you.
Thank
This
you.
is just the beginning.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You guys are great. I look forward to more.
Everybody. Okay.
Goodbye.
Have a great one. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.